Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. Okay, so today we are going to continue to learn chapter 2, right? Okay, the title of the chapter 2 is Leaf Structure and Function. Alright, okay, why we have to study the leaf, right? Okay, so leaf is the main organ, right? The main organ of the plant that important for photosynthesis, yeah, important for the gases exchange, and also important in transpiration. Right, okay. So in this chapter 2, there are 5 subtopics that we have to learn in this chapter. Okay, so for today, we are going to cover 2.1, yeah, structure of a leaf, right? Okay, so these are all the learning standards of this subtopic. Yeah. Okay, pupils are able to describe external structures of a leaf, yeah, which is referred to the lamina petiole. And then the second one, identify internal structures of a leaf lamina, yeah, okay, which are referred to the upper epidermis, palisade mesophyll, spongy mesophyll, lower epidermis, and also the vascular bundle. Okay, now look at this slide, right? Okay, 2.1 structure of a leaf. Right, okay, a leaf is the main organ of a plant which carries out photosynthesis. Right, okay, the structure of a leaf can be divided into two parts, yeah, which are the external structure and internal structure. Okay, we look at the external structure first. Right, external structure of a green leaf consists of lamina and petiole. Okay, if you look at this diagram, okay, so this is referred to the lamina, okay, yeah, lamina, and then this is referred to the petiole, right? Okay, petiole here. Okay, all of these are lamina, yeah, lamina. Okay, what is a lamina? Okay, lamina is a flat, thin, smooth, and green part of the leaf. Right? Okay, lamina is referred to the leaf blade. Yeah, leaf blade. Yeah. So lamina is a flat shape. Yeah, flat shape to provide a wide surface in order to expose the cells containing chloroplasts to the maximum amount of the sunlight. Yeah. So take note the characteristic of the lamina. Yeah? Flat shape. Okay, what is the purpose? To provide a wide surface. Yeah? In order to trap more or maximum amount of sunlight. Okay, lamina also thin, yeah? Also thin, nipis, yeah? To allow gases involved in photosynthesis to diffuse efficiently in the leaf. Okay, next we go to the petiole, right? Okay, petiole. Petiole is the leaf stalk, ya. Ia bermaksud kepada tangkai, ya, tangkai daun di sini, ya. Okay, that connect the lamina to the stem of the plant. Okay, the petiole stretch out into the lamina, producing a network of a middle vein to support the lamina. Alright, okay. So the function of the petiole is to support the lamina. Yeah? So in the petiole also consists of vascular bundle. Okay, now we look at the internal structure of a leaf lamina. Okay, before we learn more about the internal structure, okay, look at this diagram. Yeah, okay. So, in most plants, the leaf grow without overlapping to enable them to receive optimum light to carry out photosynthesis. Okay, what we can see from here is the leaf of the plant is not overlapped. Yeah, overlap each other, right? Okay, so what is the purpose? To enable them to receive optimum light to carry out photosynthesis. So this arrangement we call as leaf mosaic. Yeah, okay, so this one refer to the arrangement of leaf mosaic. Okay, okay, now we look at the internal structure of a leaf lamina. Yeah? So this is referred to the cross section of a leaf lamina. So identify the layer here. Okay, identify the layer, and then you have to memorize the layer, the cells that involve here. Okay, first, on the top layer consists of cuticle. Consists of the cuticle, right? And then the second one is upper epidermis, right? So this is upper epidermis. And then this is a palisade mesophyll. Palisade mesophyll. Okay. And then this one refer to the spongy mesophyll. So make sure you can differentiate between palisade and the spongy. Palisade and spongy. And then this layer called as lower epidermis. Lower epidermis. And then there is a modified epidermal cell here, which is gut cell. This is the gut cell. So there is a stoma, the opening that controlled by the gut cells. In the leaf lamina also consists of vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. This one the xylem, this one the phloem. Okay. Right. Okay. Now we go one by one to the structure of the leaf lamina. Alright, okay, so first structure on the top one, refer to this one, right? Waxy cuticle here. So cuticle is a waxy, berlin, waterproof, right? Waterproof and transparent layer, transparent layer, which cover the upper and also lower parts of the leaf epidermis, the cuticle layer also reduce excessive loss of water through evaporation or in transpiration. So you have to know the function of the cuticle. Reduce excessive loss of water. What is the another function of the transparent cuticle? Allow sunlight to pass through it. Since this layer is transparent, right? So structure number one is cuticle. And then we go to the upper epidermis. The upper epidermis is located on the upper surface of the leaf, which is under the cuticle layer. So this layer does not contain any chloroplasts. The characteristic of the upper epidermis does not contain any chloroplasts. And it is transparent, also transparent, so that light can pass through it. Right? Upper epidermis. Then lower epidermis. Lower epidermis is located at the lower surface of the leaf. So this layer consists of stomata. Each stoma is guarded by a pair of gut cells. Right? So this is the cuticle. This is refer to the upper epidermis. This one refer to the lower epidermis, and this one refer to the gut cells. Next, palisade mesophyll. Palisade mesophyll here. So palisade mesophyll is under the upper epidermis layer. Palisade mesophyll cells are arranged vertically. Right, so you have to remember the characteristic of the palisade mesophyll cells. They are arranged vertically and closely packed. Closely packed to receive maximum light exposure. These cells are the site for photosynthesis. Therefore, they contain many chloroplasts. So this is the function of the palisade mesophyll, the site for photosynthesis, right? So they contain a lot of chloroplasts. Spongy mesophyll. Spongy mesophylls are irregular shape. Irregular shape, berbentuk tidak tetap. That increases the internal surface area for gases exchange. So these cells are loosely arranged and they have many intercellular airspace. Okay, so the characteristics of the spongy mesophyll, loosely arranged and have many intercellular airspace. Okay, so it can ease carbon dioxide and water absorption through the leaf to palisade mesophyll cells during photosynthesis. Yeah. Okay, then spongy mesophyll has less number of chloroplasts. Yeah, less number of chloroplasts than palisade mesophyll. Okay, so what is the characteristic of the spongy mesophyll? The cells are irregular shape and then loosely arranged and have many intercellular airspace. Yeah? So what is the function? Is carbon dioxide and water absorption through the leaf. Yeah, okay, during photosynthesis. Right. Okay, vascular bundle. Yeah, vascular bundle consists of xylem and phloem. Yeah, xylem transport water and mineral salt absorbed from the root to the leaf. Okay. While the walls of the xylem are lignified. Yeah, we already discussed the lignify. Yeah, lignin. Yeah. Okay, the cell wall of the xylem. Yeah, xylem tissues are covered with the lignin. Yeah, and also thickened to provide mechanical support and strength to the plants. Okay. Phloem. Phloem transport organic substance produced during photosynthesis, yeah, from the leaf to other parts of the plant. Yeah. Organic substance here refer to the food produce. Yeah. Okay. Food produced during photosynthesis. Okay. So, okay, that's all in the 2.1, right? Okay. So what you have to know in this subtopic is, yeah, you have to know the external structure of the leaf and also the internal structure of the leaf, yeah, and also the structure with the function and also characteristics. Okay. So before we end 2.1, okay, please answer the question in the formative practice 2.1 on page 30. Okay, so that's all from now. Thank you.